What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Hope you guys had a good Christmas as well as a good New Year's. Today we're just doing another trading recap. Today was my first trade of 2026. I ended up making $3,117.60 trading my continuation model. I ended up taking two trades today, and we're gonna go right into the analysis right now. Here's market open. So as soon as market opens, what do? We chop a little bit. My main draw on liquidity were these highs. My main draw on liquidity were these highs, this high up here, this high as well as this opening, this little new session opening gap that we made yesterday. Because opening gaps are extremely strong draws on liquidity. So whenever we see an opening gap get formed, as we can see right here, 9 out of 10 times we always track towards that. We most likely finish the day going through that gap or tapping into it. So that was also another main draw. So let's get into my thought process this morning. I actually was doing something at market open, so I missed this first trade, as you can see right here. I would have taken this trade to these highs, which I'm annoyed. I was busy, but it is what it is. So I would have taken that trade to those highs, as we have a really, really nice draws on liquidity up here. Okay, so my reasoning behind this trade was we come all the way up here. We take out the first draw on liquidity. After this, I thought I completely missed the move. Which I did, but I thought it was gonna retrace and go displace higher, but it didn't. We came down, we retraced, we respected this 1 minute fair value gap. We respected consequent encroachment of this gap. As you can see, we completely tapped right into the 50% mark of that fair value gap. We tapped that, had a very, very, very good bullish candle coming out of it. So as soon as we closed right here, I entered, targeting this high. This trade definitely would have worked out if we didn't have this opening gap below us. If we didn't have this opening gap below us, 8 times out of 10, that trade's hitting. Also, another reason why I think I lost is because I targeted the second draw on liquidity. Usually I target the first just to be safe, because usually if we edge a high, it's going to be the last draw, never the first or the second. It's always going to be the last. So that's what we did here. We took this first draw and then we edged this last draw. So I ended up taking a loss there. I think I ended up losing I was down about $600, $600. So after this, I was gonna call it a day. I was gonna call it a day because I was running errands at this time. I took this trade on my phone. So I was gonna call it a day after this. And then by the time I came home, I opened up the charts again just to have a little look. You know, I'm an addicted trader, as most of you guys are as well. We see us displacing beautifully down to this opening gap, this new session opening gap. We come down, we edge it, we literally edge it. So I remember I was in the markets, looking at the markets around this point right here, when we retraced once and then we pushed higher again. And then at this point, I was waiting for a strong rejection lower, like either like 2 or 3 bearish candle closes lower, and then targeting that opening gap. Because if I'm telling you guys, if we edge a new session opening gap, a new week opening gap, that is an A+ draw on liquidity. 9 times out of 10, if we edge it, we're gonna go up, retrace, and then boom, push right through it or tap it. But 9 times out of 10, we are gonna go right to that opening gap because it is an A+ draw on liquidity. I entered a little bit early. I saw this candle, this 1 minute candle right here. We went all the way down here and then we retraced a little bit. So I entered as soon as we retraced, and then it ended up closing back down here, which was perfect. So right at this candle, we went to break even, that second candle. And then we let it run all the way down to this, let it run all the way down to the new week opening gap, which ended up pushing even further past that. If I held down here, that's a 250 point move if I held all the way. The market was moving a lot. I feel like there was just a lot of anticipation based off of the market just being closed during Christmas and New Year's. Everybody's so antsy and addicted to get back onto the charts, which is the worst thing that you guys can do in trading. But yeah, so I took this trade. I saw us retrace. I think we retraced into a 5 minute gap or a 15 minute gap. Respected this little 5 minute gap here. We had a nice reaction out of that on the 5 minute time frame. As soon as I saw a nice little displacement lower, I entered. As soon as the candle closed on the 1 minute time frame, we entered. As I said, went break even on the second candle, targeted this New week opening gap. Trade I ended up making about 1.3 thousand across all my 4 accounts. So that put us back into the positive. It was a really good high RR trade. Usually my trades are 1 to 1.5 RR. Like it's rarely 2.37. So this is like this is such a good trade for me. I just let it run because we had this new week opening gap that I just knew we were gonna hit it. So I just let the trade run. Went to break even right at this second candle close because we were moving with such great volume. Guys, if we're moving with a lot of volume, best thing you can do is go break even, because you do not want to have a big wick spiking and stopping you guys out. It's better to preserve your capital, especially in the trading game, because trading is just a game of preserving capital and ensuring you are profitable over the long run. So we had a beautiful displacement lower, really nice strong bearish candles. We had no wicks, just strong directions right to that low. And then I closed my trade right at this new week opening gap. And then that was the day. I wish I held all the way down here, but you just can't get greedy in trading. But I would have made a lot. But yeah, so we held to this new week opening gap. And yeah, that is the recap on today. It wasn't a bad day. I did kind of break my rules because I did take 2 trades today instead of taking 1. I thought I was going to be done here, but I saw an A+ setup just right in front of my eyes, and I couldn't miss out on that. Usually if I just take 1 trade, I'm done for the whole day, win or loss, but I saw this A+ trade later on in the day, and we took it, and we came out positive on the day. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next trading recap.